Pison! A bounty hunter has been looking for you. Watch out. Yes, well, he found me and he killed me, so his contract is finished, which technically means he shouldn't be there anymore, but one assumes he's probably going to be there. Thank you. This time I'm going to wander around and have a look at the people, because I never actually finished that thought track. Mr. ViceCommando told me that instead of brute forcing the boss, what you could have done was you could have been beaten by the boss and then explored town, and someone in town would give you a further option and an alternate way of doing things. I don't know explicitly what it was. I have never tried it, but as I say, I kept the run the same, so I brute forced him again by levelling up to level 8, I believe, and then levelling up to level 9 after beating him, I believe, was the situation. Thank you for opening the gate. Now I can go and buy more tools. I'm happy! If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, clappity clap. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Welcome to our store. Can I help you? Which would you like? Pottons too, probably going to be quite good. Don't know. Some of these things really very difficult to tell what the fuck they're supposed to be. I mean, I can get it's something to do with protection. Bodily protection, maybe? I don't know, but I will buy Potton 2. Yes. I would like another Potton 2, please. I would like one more Potton 2, please. And one more Potton 2, please. Thank you. What would I like? By Jove, I would like a better shop system. So the game's not perfect, but it does bring some awesome features to the table. Come on, there we go. Potton 2s. Thank you. What else would I like? I will take a pair of Potton 1s, just for the sheer hell of it. And hey, I might as well spend all my money, because money, I believe, again, this was informed after the recording of the first session. It's money you lose when you die, rather than anything else. I believe there was speculation, I wasn't sure last time. This time, it is money. Did you say you'd been training under King Lemire? Really? In the past, he's battled many monsters and saved hundreds of people. Isn't he super marvellous? Right, what we're going to do is, since I lost and I'm in the village, I would suggest I should go and get equipment, but I mean, I don't think from my memory, which is oft fucked. Oh, is that a new fella? Maybe not. No, here we go. So now they have got massive great X's by them, and so I've got a pist, a cotton, and an X-tree. Now that's clearly armour, shirt, and shield. But I don't think I can equip shirts, and I don't think I can equip armour. I can, however, equip shields, but the shield I have is indeed the X-tree. So that's a thing. And then here we can talk to this fella. I have a large, lovely fellow. We love him to bits. Now, there's sights, anims, pists, petters, and lights. But again, all of them are X's. And it's probably because I obviously have, as my weapon, I have claws. So one assumes it might be a fairly obvious symbol that represents claws. But you never know. Maybe I did have a... I feel like maybe that. But then again, as I say, there's a dirty great X by the side of it. Can I unequip... Okay, let's just see. Can I... No. I can't equip that. No, sorry. Tell you what I'll do. I will use the A seed. It probably was an agility seed, which has now risen my speed. Or rose my speed. Raised my speed? It raised my speed. So, okay, I was right when I assessed it as agility seed. So I feel like I should probably sell that scythe, but I don't know. I feel like that's an axe, isn't it? That looks like an axe. Am I mad, or does that look like an axe? That looks like a staff or stave, however you, or a crook. I believe crook is an appropriate term for a thing with a walkie stick as well. Walkie stick. So, you know, that's like 2 swords, an axe, a walkie stick, and I mean, that could be a claw. Then again, it could be a gun. I don't know if this game has guns. Or one character has a gun. I don't know how many characters use swords, axes, how many characters use staffs, etc. But I use claws, and therefore, you know, I feel like I should probably not... I don't think there's any upgraded weapon, but I am willing to be proven wrong upon that thought track. So what we're going to do, unfortunately, I suppose I should have explored the entirety of the town, but I didn't, so fuck it. We're going to explore and train, essentially. I'm afraid I didn't know there was a bounty hunter going to kick the shit out of me, and therefore I didn't know to level up perhaps one more time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and gain 1 extra level. Let's just whoops. Let's see, 702. That shouldn't take too long, as long as I'm in a battle. No, as long as I'm in the appropriate area, it shouldn't take too long. Out here, it will take fucking forever. Although, having said that, the battles are quicker, but the experience and rewards are less. So, is it 6 of one, half a dozen of the other? I don't know, possibly. But we'll go in here and wander around to see what happens. We'll see if there's anything secret. Yeah, but as far as I can tell, the only secret is going to be the chest of death, which is not something I want to really end up in. And I can't look at... I've just realised, this, as I said, this game is not great for standing still. I suppose now I could, without any real punishment, I could just read my note and my question. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to answer a question. Because a couple of your questions are relatively easy and therefore very simple to answer without discussion, and then another one will be... But no, we'll do it the same as last time. So just enjoy watching that zombie just sway on his arm and his leg. What happened to your other leg, dude? What happened? Was a previous adventurer in here and just removed it? Did you lose it after zombification, or did you lose it before zombification? That's the big question. That's the big question on everybody's lips. But the other questions were, as a reminder, what video game consoles you prefer over others? Mustard or ketchup? British people have a pretty... Do you drive a car? If you do, what kind of car, bike would you love to own? Have/love to own? So we'll go with ketchup or mustard first. We'll answer that one first, because, as I say, it's a very simple question. It's ketchup. I'm not a particular fan of mustard, be it in any form. Obviously, the primary form of mustard is a sort of liquidy thing, similar sort of thickness to other such condiments of its nature. But no, I mean, it depends. If we're talking like hot dogs, because that's your classic, you know, ketchup or mustard on a hot dog. If we're talking hot dogs, I would probably have ketchup. And my system would be to dip the hot dog in the ketchup rather than squirt the squirt of ketchup along the hot dog. Because if you dip it, that's it. That's one bite, ketchup gone. No possibility. Well, there is obviously a possibility, but limited possibility of it going down your shirt. Whereas if you squirt a load in the bun or on top, you stand a bit of a chance of going bite, squidge, all over me fucking shirt, you slag. If you are from London, that's exactly what you would say, I'm sure. But, so, you know, I dip in ketchup rather than mustard. But that's not to say I don't like mustard. You fucking son of a bitch. All I need is your experience, and what do? You run away. What a dick bag. What a bag of actual dicks. Which is kind of a creepy thing. I think. If you go around with a bag of actual dicks, that brings about two odd visions. One is a bag of literal dicks that have been taken from animals, perhaps, humans, possibly. I don't know, but an actual bag of todgers. That's not helpful for people who don't know that todger means dick or penis. But it also sort of brings about another sort of thing where if you open it, you get bombarded by imbeciles because it's actually sort of a bag of people who are dicks. So it's a peculiar phrase and a peculiar vision it brings about in my brain at least, and now your brain as well. Anyway, we're carrying on training, and we'll have a bit more discussion on ketchup versus moutarde. Whoa there, hello, cheerio, bye, mate. We're not ready for you yet, son. We're not ready for you yet. I was looking for secrets, but I think it is literally just him or death in a box. And frankly, I don't fancy death in a box, and I don't fancy him. Right, what we're going to do is defend, because that's going to keep me healthy throughout this turn. And then, boom, we're going to miss. Fine, just keep hitting. Just keep punching. Just keep son of a fucking bitch. Defend again, like you did last summer. And then punch him. Don't miss, you fucker. Yay, you're doing well. While I say that, tell you what, let's use my hip catcher. Suck him dry. And then we'll do it again. Just so I can save my items. I don't want to have to use my items, no. Although I can probably go and buy some more. But nevertheless, I kind of want to try and save my items. Although technically I've just used all my magic and therefore probably worthwhile not having done that. But fuck it. Fuck it. Nobody cares. Let's just check that status. Ah, good. Right. So if I actually just double back to my boy, go on, hit me. There you go. Good man. You're on the thing. So yeah, in terms of dipping, nuggets, hot dogs, etc., etc. Fucking ball bags. Fine. I will use a Potten too. Hopefully that's going to be like full health. Good. He's going to do damage. The oft problem of the RPG. They sometimes get a little bit and lack enjoyment for a small period, but overall they're very fun games, as was probably highlighted if you saw the previous question by the sheer volume of RPGs that were on said list, and later on, of course, there is discussion of RPGs on lists as well, I think. So, anyway, mustard versus ketchup. Ketchup for dipping. I wouldn't dip anything in mustard. I wouldn't I wouldn't spread mustard on a sandwich. I wouldn't dip a hot dog in mustard. I wouldn't dip a nugget in mustard. I wouldn't dip my nuts in mustard. Interpret that as you will. Is he talking Hazels? Brazils maybe, or actual euphemistic nuts. Only time will tell. Anyway, but I do quite like mustard in recipes. Sometimes the recipes say put a spoon of mustard in, or put some mustard seeds in. Of course, that's the other thing. Or mustard powder, of course, as well is a thing. Right, yay! Hip 7 up! Way! I'm sorry, that was far too much excitement for one reference to a fizzy drink. Yeah, it was a touch too much excitement, wasn't it? Anyway, yay, we leveled up, and clearly that yielded a certain immense volume of excitement for me. Right, item. Okay, let's use my M herb. 14 mana. Let us also use my Potten 1 so that I'm now theoretically full health. and we will search him. Nothing seems unusual. There's a demon standing in your path, yet nothing seems unusual. Oh, there you go. If you push the A, or yeah, for me it's a B button, but I think traditionally it's the A button on the SNES. If you hit the A menu, I suppose you can stop doing anything, which is fantastic news, because that brings us on to answering the next question. I feel we've had enough discussion over ketchup and mustard. There's not a lot more I can tell you about ketchup and mustard. Ketchup is my preferred condiment for primary use, and mustard, I don't really like mustard all that much, but sometimes it's a nice kicker in certain other recipes. I couldn't tell you a specific one. If a recipe says put a little bit of mustard in, I'll put a little bit of mustard in, and it adds to the flavour. So we'll move on to question 3. I know we've skipped question 1, but I think that's the one with the most discussion points, and therefore will be the nice sort of kind of midpoint perhaps on through discussion wise. So question 3, I'll read the full question again. British people have pretty long traditions of motorsports, so do you drive a car/bike? And if you do, what kind of car/bike you have/would love to own? So again, this is like the original episode of answers. I will just read my answer straight and then we'll discuss a bit more perhaps. Car. So just car. Toyota Avensis. Always had a bit of a desire towards the aesthetics of American muscle cars. However, chances of owning one would be slim, and it would be practical. That's practical, not impractical, practical. Same with the large trucks Americans drive. So clearly I have a certain thing for the American car. It's very large. Oh, you're still alive. I don't believe I missed. Take that! I'll take it. I'll take it once, I'll take it twice, and if, by Jove, if absolutely necessary, I will bloody well take it a third time, sir. Alright, let's try and use my defensiveness against him. I'm gonna twat him in the face with my fist. Hey-ya! Keep punching. Hoo-hoo! That was nasty, but I've got potton too. I've got 5 potton too. I've got 5 pottons too. Have you got 5 pottons? Yes, I've got 5 pottons too. I said, have you got 5 pottons, not 5 pottons too. Oh, no, I meant I've got 5 pottons as well as you. That sort of too. Oh, I see. English, yay. Oh, I forgot to do the defendy punchy. Oh well, we'll just we'll do it now. There we go. And defendy punch. Ah! I don't know if it lowers your accuracy. It feels like it might do. I don't know if that's a thing, or whether it literally just improves your attack, or whether it improves your attack while lowering your accuracy. Because so far, the defendy punchy technique has failed me on multiple occasions. But nevertheless, we have now punched a demon to death. Goodbye, Mr. Pixel. Pison can piss off. Now it seems like I possibly named him Pison just for that joke all the way back then, but I have only just thought of that joke. Pison can piss off. I admit it's probably pronounced Pison. I imagine they probably wanted to avoid people thinking his name was Pison, but let's be honest, Pison is slightly more humorous and therefore well worth calling him Pison instead of Pison, because that would probably be an extra conversation point between him and I, wouldn't it? So, you're I am Pison. How are you spelling that? P-I-S-O-N. Ah, so Pison. No, I'm Pison, goddammit. My name is Pison. I'm a mighty demon bounty hunter. Whatever you say, Pison. I will kill you for that. Oh, I found an opal. Lovely. I think we discussed the fact that it was opal fruits. I'm sure I probably made the gag about opal fruits last time. Or as they are now known, Starburst. Okay, I really feel like one of these is going to... Oh, nobody is in that direction. No, but I did want to talk to the crate. Crate, I wanted to talk to you.